panic surrounding the coronavirus is worsening. It follows the first recorded death in Australia, a Perth man who succumbed to the illness. COVID-19 is continuing to spread globally. There are now confirmed cases in 67 countries around the world, with over 88,000 victims. The death toll has now surpassed 3,000. The effects are being felt across Sydney. Supplies are flying off shelves with no end in sight to the panic. Robert Avadia joins us with more. Rob, authorities are launching an early attack on the flu season to try and counter the coronavirus threat.
Well, 2 days into autumn, urging people to get flu vaccines is really a yearly staple for physicians and health authorities, but this year, for obvious reasons, it takes on a particular relevance. Put simply, everybody needs to be at their healthiest to prevent emergency departments from being overwhelmed as they deal with the impending threat of a coronavirus epidemic and thousands of potential false alarms from people turning up for testing. The vaccines are being implored, while the government is also lowering the age for pharmacists to administer vaccines to children as young as 10, and the idea of that is to free up doctors. Now, right now, authorities are trying to track down passengers on board Qatar Airlines 908, which touched down in Sydney last Sunday. That was February 23. And that is to screen passengers sitting near a woman who has since been confirmed as a carrier.
If anyone on that plane develops any symptoms, they should contact their health provider.
There were tributes today for James Kwan, the first Australian killed by coronavirus. He was 78 years old and ironically contracted it while in quarantine, supposedly for his own safety, on board the Diamond Princess in Japan.
Oh, look, James was a wonderful man. He was always had a smile on his face, always very warm.
With 3 cruise ships arriving in the harbour today, health officials say they would do things far differently if an outbreak were detected.
It was clear that the quarantine had not succeeded in containing the virus on the ship. That is absolutely clear and borne out by subsequent events.
The Education Department has also asked schools to cancel overseas excursions for now, with travel advice beefed up for the worst affected countries beyond China, which includes South Korea, Iran and Italy. And in Italy, cases jumped only yesterday by 50%.
And 7 News will have special coverage on the coronavirus crisis tonight in our news at 6 and a report on the latest from 10.